Good morning, students. Hope all of you are fine. So, today we are going to start with the new chapter from geography, that is chapter 3, our Earth and that is the unique planet. So, our Earth is also called the unique planet. Why it is called so? We will read about in this chapter. What is the main objectives of this main objective of this chapter? That is the unique Earth, the atmosphere, the shape of the Earth, rotation and revolution. These are the points which we will focus in this chapter. So first thing is that the unique Earth. Our Earth is special because it is the only planet with life on it. This means human beings, plants and hundreds of creatures live on it. Life is possible on Earth due to the three reasons, that is the presence of air, the presence of water and the perfect temperature. So life would not be possible if we don't have enough air, enough water and the perfect temperature for us to live in it. Presence of air, which contains oxygen that we breathe. In the atmosphere there are many types of gases present over there, but the main thing, that is oxygen, which help us to breathe in, is present in the atmosphere of the Earth. That's why life is possible on Earth. In Earth we are also having presence of water in the vast oceans, rivers and lakes, which we need for various purposes. What are the purposes? For drinking, bathing, cooking, washing. For each and everything we need this water, and it is only present in Earth. That's why life is possible on Earth. And the next part is the perfect temperature, or the amount of warmth needed for life to exist. The Earth is neither too close to the sun nor too far from the sun. That's why it has the perfect temperature for life to grow. One interesting thing we will know about Earth is that Earth is also known as the blue planet. Do you know why? This is because 3 parts of the Earth is covered with water, and so it appears blue from the space. So that is why Earth is also called the blue planet. Now we are going to read about the atmosphere. Do you realize that you are automatically inhaling and exhaling air all through the day and night? Well, we all are inhaling oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide, both of which are present in the atmosphere. The atmosphere is a blanket or layer of air that surrounds Earth. We have to know, in the Earth there are many types of gases present, like oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen and many other gases. But the main is the oxygen and the nitrogen and hydrogen. Now we are going to read about the usefulness of the atmosphere. How does atmosphere helps us? The atmosphere helps us in many other ways apart from keeping us alive, like it protects us from the harmful rays of the sun, it protects us from the intense heat of the sun, keeping us comfortable during the day and night. It also burns out meteors which may also harm us. The atmosphere thins out as we move higher and higher up until it is no more. This area beyond the atmosphere, where air does not exist, is called space. Now you know why mountaineers have to carry oxygen cylinders with them as they trek up the mountains, because as we go higher up there is no more oxygen present over there. So in their cylinders they have to carry the oxygen cylinders with them, so they can respire there. Now we are going to read about the shape of the Earth. We all know that Earth is round and rather a sphere. However, in earlier times people believed that the Earth was flat and were afraid to travel far in the fear they may fall over the edges, like this way. They used to believe that it is like a edge, it is like a square. If you go too far they will fall from the edge. So, but the actual fact is it is round or sphere. If you start the journey from here, it will go round and come back to the starting point. As it is a sphere, we will not fall over the edge but come back from where we have started the journey. Slowly people realized that the Earth was a sphere. One such proof was when Ferdinand Magellan a Portuguese sailor started a voyage. Slowly people realized that the earth was a sphere. One such proof was when Ferdinand Magellan, a Portuguese sailor, started a voyage from Spain only to return to the same point after 3 years. This proved that the earth was after all round. So here we can see one more example given over here. We can see we can see and prove that the earth is sphere. See, look at the pictures. The ship is over here. Slowly it is going backwards, and finally we cannot see the ship anymore. In the first picture, the full ship is visible at the beginning. Gradually the ship becomes or looks smaller as it moves farther away from the shore. And in the next picture we can see after a while only the mast of the ship is visible, and finally it vanishes totally. This happens only because the earth is round. However, the shape of the earth is not a perfect sphere. It is slightly flattened at the poles, while a slight bulge around the middle, more like an orange. This is the poles and this is the equator. It is flattened near the poles and bulgy at the equator. And this is a picture. This is a picture of the earth taken from the space, which shows it is a sphere. So we will have this much in today's class, and in the next day I will continue with the chapter. Till then, stay at home and stay safe. Thank you.